Hi, welcome. Perimenopause can be very bothersome and concerning for many women and can last up to 10 years. So it's very disheartening not to know for certain exactly how long this frustrating journey is going to last before you finally cross over into postmenopause. Blood tests really don't offer reliable results, and there's no foolproof way to pinpoint exactly where you are in your perimenopause journey. So how can you possibly offer yourself any sort of comfort by knowing exactly how much longer you will be enduring perimenopause's effects? How can you truly know whether you are in early perimenopause or late perimenopause? I'm going to give you some clues that may help you determine what stage you're in. I'm going to break down the differences between early and late perimenopause, which may help give you a better indication of exactly where you are on your journey and how much longer you may have before you hit menopause. Early perimenopause begins subtly and progresses slowly. Periods are regular in the beginning, and you may only notice small changes such as moodiness, clumsiness, irritability, or brain fog. Then progesterone begins to drop, while estrogen usually remains stable. But because the balance between the two are off, symptoms of estrogen dominance usually show up. Weight gain may appear. Breast tenderness may become bothersome. Difficulties with sleep may also spring up, making fatigue a real issue. You may also notice bloating and other digestive complaints, and some of you may get your first taste of the nuisance of hot flashes. You may also notice new or worsening headaches. As you move further into early perimenopause, your periods will become wonky, and it will become more and more apparent that something is definitely going on with your hormones. The time between your cycles and the amount of your flow will change. You may notice your periods becoming slightly closer, further apart, lighter, or heavier. Some of you may even end up with 2 periods in a month, or a period that you figure is never going to end. Around this time, a few of you may also be diagnosed with fibroids, endometriosis, or cysts, which cause further issues. Until you reach late perimenopause, you will cycle through this bizarre, irritating mixture of loveliness and will more than likely add more and more weird symptoms along the way. There are over 100 possibilities after all. When you finally reach late perimenopause, your estrogen begins to drop and you will begin to shift into low estrogen symptoms. Your periods will become one of the more noticeable symptoms, not because they're weird or heavy, but because they don't show up. You will start going a month or 2 without a cycle. You may also notice longer periods when they finally do arrive, because the uterine lining can become very thick over months of missed cycles and can take much longer to shed. Although the flow is usually much lighter in late perimenopause because ovulation often doesn't occur. The length of time between your cycles will become longer and longer the closer to menopause you get. Vaginal atrophy can become much more noticeable at this stage. If you suffer frequent UTIs or vaginal infections, or you feel as if you constantly have a UTI but you don't, if you have pain, itching, and soreness in the area, if you experience pain with intercourse, if you suffer from frequent urination or increasing accidents with coughing, sneezing, or a full bladder, you are more than likely suffering from vaginal atrophy. Hot flashes and night sweats can become a real nuisance in late perimenopause and can heighten insomnia issues and ripple out to exacerbate fatigue and make functioning a real chore. You may also notice new or worsening depression, anxiety, aches, and pains. That was a lot to digest, ladies, so let's condense it all into one easy comparison chart, shall we? In early perimenopause, women experience wonky periods, 2 periods a month, longer periods, and estrogen dominant symptoms such as irritability, moodiness, breast tenderness, clumsiness, brain fog, weight gain, insomnia, bloating, digestive issues, hot flashes, fibroids, endometriosis, and cysts. In late perimenopause, women often experience missed periods followed by long periods, vaginal atrophy, hot flashes, night sweats, increased insomnia, fatigue, new or worsening depression, anxiety, and aches and pains. This is not foolproof, of course, but it should help give you some clues about where you are on your perimenopause journey and how close you are to reaching menopause and crossing that bridge into postmenopause, where, fingers crossed, things begin to settle some. I think having an indication of how far into perimenopause you actually are is way more comforting than flying blind, especially when the journey is a decade long. Let me know in the comments where you are in your perimenopause transition. Are you at the beginning, in the middle, or coming out the other side? I hope some of you discover that you're much further into perimenopause than you actually thought, and that you may be reaching menopause quite soon. If you're interested in seeing more videos on perimenopause and menopause, subscribe. I make content on all things midlife and menopause. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.